Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Mary Sky Rita's video blog. Mary Sky, how are you all this morning? I woke up this morning. I know Sister Pee Wee's probably sleeping still. I'm going to do this morning edition and I'm going to skip the afternoon edition due to the fact that I had a lot to do. I got some movies to watch. I got to tell you, last night, curled up in my woolly blanket last night, those new pillows. Oh my, I fell asleep really quickly. Should have seen last night. Apparently, Chloe was trying to move the one or two pillows behind me out, so my pillows would fall backwards. Because she's like, all of a sudden, Moppy gets defensive, and starts barking and yapping. So I wake up and I'm like, "What's wrong?" Chloe's like, turns out I asked her. She says, "Oh, it was just to see if I can actually pull a couple behind." But Moppy started barking. Well, yeah, he thinks they're gonna harm me, so he basically went into defense mode. Turns out she's like, you just wanted to see, you know what? I was so, you got two queen size pillows, two king size pillows, and you're just all wrapped around it. I mean, literally last night was, oh man. I mean, I hit the pillows, right? I didn't get up. And then when I woke up in the morning and I used the bathroom wee hours of the morning, I was like, I don't want to get out of bed. Then as soon as I got done, did my thing, I always wipe down below, and I was like, wipe, flush, wash hands, right into the bed after getting my hands dry, and then climbed in. So this morning is the Pike's Place one. I will tell you something funny, though, that happened to me. So last night, Chloe's complaining, right? She's like, I want to try, she's complaining that she wants to try that noodles, right? The black. So I told her to buy some. So she comes back, she says, "This is what I got." So I was like, "Oh, the red." So I go make her Nongshim, right? She's like, "I want 2 packages and I want it boiled with freshly made fresh mushrooms, right? So I boil the mushrooms, I do everything, put it all together, throw it in a pot for her. And she's like, "Oh, I need to doctor it up." She eats the first few bites, so it's spicy, but not too spicy. Dips it in with boot sauce, buchoki and a few other hot sauces, Hoshin sauce. And she had that other red sauce, I can't remember what it's called now. But usually, but she had like real hot stuff. I mean, stuff that you get down at the hot shop, the jerky shop that sells it, right? And then there was like sriracha, that's what it was. Dips all this crap in there. And she's like, "Oh yeah, China's I like." But then she thinks she needs something else, right? So she throws in sardines. Literally opens up cans, dumps two things in can, right? She gets it. She eats all of it, what she could. And she says, "I'm full." And I'm like, dude, for someone that can inhale this, and you doctored it up, you wasted a can of sardines and stuff that's in there. She's like, so what she do? She leaves it right after dinner. She goes to her room. Right, I told her, you gotta basically take the trash out. Oh yeah, I will. Really? Well, that can's full. That can's got rotting tuna in it and fish, so I have to lock it. That can's overflowing. That can behind me is overflowing, right? And one of the things is, if she's not gonna fucking pay the electric bill or the fucking internet bill, then she fucking better move her ass, right? Well, the state's really looking to crack down on things, and she should be the one fucking, to go. I mean, literally. If I'm paying all the bills and she's being a fucking freeloader, then, So last night I was watching some stuff and talking to some people, and, they made the most important video this morning. They actually said that I'm not a freeloader or a bloody freeloading mooch. Person doesn't realize that I was asking advice. And two is, if someone decides to send me something, I should take it as a blessing. Of course, they just think, "Oh, you're a mooch, you're a mooch." Let them think that because frankly, I'm not going to stoop to their level anymore. If they want to call me a mooch, that's fine. You know why? Because I'm not going to stoop to their level. I won't. I'll just continue with my daily videos because they don't even want to basically write a letter that tells you who's. Thing is. I mean, they won't even tell me if a card came in the mail. That's how freaking low some people are. Oh, not to mention, I got like 16 or 17 connections I'm making, for the other problem, And you know what? They won't even tell me American, Korean, Chinese made fly rod. I might just go get a $30 Chinese fly rod and say, here, learn. I mean, literally $30 compared to freaking 900 because they can't make a decision. I mean, literally $30 seems pretty damn fair to me since I'm waiting. I knew a couple connections and get me $50 rods, but thing is they. So I made some connections. I said, hopefully, all is well. Oh, Pee Wee's up this early in the morning. Damn, I love Pee Wee dearly, but she should be in her bed sleeping. Said the beautiful Pee Wee's up and about. I do my morning edition because I figure if I catch her, I catch her. If I don't, well, I guess we'll see what she's got to say this morning. And I'll use my tablet because I don't really want to bother the distributors. So this morning, I made this stuff, right? So Chloe turns around. What'd she do? She turns around and she leaves it somewhere, right? So I move it into the bathroom, right? So this morning she gets up. There's a fishy smell in the bathroom. Well, if you were gonna dump your freaking leftover ramen down the shitter, and you're just gonna sit there and be lazy and let someone smell rotting fish, then yeah, go smell it in the bathroom. And if it bothers you, turn the hood vent on. The rebranded tasty, and that's it. The rebranded McDonald's, great. So they keep talking about rebranded. What the hell does this freaking? I don't know. Okay, so Pee Wee sent me something about videos. Let me see. All right, let me check my video real quick. Mm, I'll look. So apparently, it seems Sister Pee Wee wants me to look at a video, so I might as well just see what's going on real quick. Apparently, she's got something or other going, something to do with something or other. I don't know the whole details. I think it's all about what's going on in this country. Um, she sent something or other, so let's just go over to the email real quick. I did send her a text. June 9th. This is 3 days. Fine, let's see what this guy's got to say. All right, so let's see. Hold on, everyone. Hold on, everyone. All right, so I got the gist of this. I'll watch the rest of this later for you all. I want to thank Pee Wee. Sorry about this. Pee Wee sent me something. It was interesting. Okay, there's people out there. I think I know why Pee Wee sent this. So thank you, Pee Wee. Good morning, Gigi. Sorry about this. I didn't see you there. I was busy dealing with something. I will tell Pee Wee. Since Pee Wee there. So I will share with you what I know. So Pee Wee was telling me to look up a video, okay? And basically, what it is I was going and gleaming some information on what um, Pee Wee wanted me to do this as this morning's topic, one of the topics this morning for discussion. Got any milk? Watch a little bit of last night's. I have plenty of milk. I just bought a whole gallon of milk. One of the things I purchased yesterday. And yes, I'm in my nightgown this morning again. I just got out of bed. See? Got the milk. The milk was on sale for $3.99 a gallon, so I can't complain. So you know, look, they're basically doing no mask because they're kissing ass to everyone and hoping like hell you will kick over the bucket, and die. You see, there's too many people that are bitching. You see, 1/3 of the country is vaccinated, 2/3 of the country aren't vaccinated, and the 2/3 are fighting the 1/3, saying it's unconstitutional. So the 2/3 don't care because the 2/3 have been told by every fucking government out there that it's a flu, and if you die, you die, and if you don't, you don't. So you got to keep moving along. That train's got to keep moving. I had to take my medicine this morning too. It's not about stopping the bitching. The point is the government turned around, GG. Sometimes I hate calling you GG. Don't you have a first name? I mean, you were born, right? Your mom didn't just call you GG. And I know your mom didn't call you asshole or bitch cake. So technically, I'm in a good mood, by the way. So technically, because of it, you got to have a first name to go by. I mean, I can't think of any names that would suit you. GG doesn't. Unless those are your initials. Anyways, enough about that. I'm just curious. I just don't like calling you GG, you know? But what the hell? Anyways, you're probably wondering about this video that Pee Wee gave me. Now, last night, I will tell you, I had a nice discussion with God this morning, or last night. And God said, there's people out there that's willing to help you, and there's people out there that don't give a shit about you. Whatever camp you're in, stay firm. This should clear it up in no time. Now, you guys are probably wondering what's going on. Wait. Until we find out Americans are going to suffer from months. Exactly. Unfortunately, if you didn't know, the long-term COVID side effect, I already have it. So that's one of the things because I keep getting the very. Hold on. Pee Wee sent me another video. Let me go see what this guy's got this time. Let me see, everyone. Yeah, I get it. Hold on. Hold on, everyone. Big deal. Yeah. Hold on, everyone. All right, I get the gist of this again for Pee Wee's video. Hopefully, there's not another one because this was made yesterday. So, now that I've got the gist of it, I can basically talk to you guys about what's going on, all right, without Gigi or the rest leaving. So, Pee Wee's been focusing on this thing, okay? And to me, I'll give you two reasons for these videos, okay? Two reasons. The guy's got 200,000 videos, so he's not hurting money wise. He's actually pretty much a set concrete guy that makes his living on YouTube. When you have 200,000 subscribers, you're making money. Whatever, I'd say cool that you're keeping track of this inflation. Look, that's what Pee Wee sent me, okay? It was inflation nightmare, all right, Gigi. So she sent me some info today, right? And this guy's video is talking about Texas a lot, right? I don't give a shit about Texas. Texas can freaking fall off and become part of Mexico as far as I'm concerned. I don't give a shit. They're like, oh, Texas this, Texas that. You know what? I don't care. I mean, I heard a thing today about Washington's agricultural's early freeze, right? No, that means the product of apples are going to go up in price. I agree, it's done. Stop bitching. I can tell you're a loyal person. You like to complain, but when it comes down to it, you care about others. I can just look. Basically, when it comes to certain things, the Pee Wee sent me this because she wants me to. I mean, let's put it this way: Pee Wee's usually sleeping till 11 a.m. Okay, I know Sister Pee Wee better than a lot of people. Not as better as her husband Dan, but when Pee Wee's up this early, that means she's literally bloody worried, and she has a right to be. I mean, think of it. Inflation. This guy has a video, right? I'm not going to tune into it, because my videos are long and sometimes Pee Wee needs to look it up. But thing is, I'm not going to be giving this guy any emails or anything. I mean, I'd email him and be like, look, I'm on the same page as you. I just have less followers and I basically do longer videos than him. People can jump in and out, but my point is look around, to me, it's bullshit, It's literally bullshit that we have problems, Don't like Gigi? Well, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, Gigi, is it initials or, what is it? I mean, do I need to do I got to make up some name for you? If it's not gamer girl, it's got to be something. Maybe, I don't know. I'll think of a name for you. Something pop in my head, and I'll just keep calling you that. Yeah, you might be a Zoe or a Phoebe or a Stephanie or a Stacy or something. See, I can come up with names. Those are just the tip of a Holly. See. Anyways, enough about that. Well, I don't know. That's the thing. Yeah. But anyways, I do care. I mean, literally, Pee Wee wouldn't send me these videos without having a reason for it. Now, she doesn't just sit there and, with Pee Wee. See, here's the funny thing. My family, right? My family says, oh, I skirt around the question and I'm called a freeloading mooch. Well, God turned around and said no. Problem is, it was a blessing. Now, Pee Wee also knows I will take some time to watch these. I don't just sit there and be like, yeah, I'll watch them, Pee Wee, and just skip them and not watch them. I mean, Pee Wee has done so much for me. So I turned around and I literally went ahead and watched this guy's videos, this morning, about 2/3 of it and 2/3 the other one. I will watch the rest. But the gist is this guy's reading off a lot of problems in the States. One is, oh, yeah, it's like $6 a gallon. Heating oil is $7 a gallon. See, this is stuff I don't know. I mean, that basically changes the playing field alone, heating oil, And then it's funny because I was going, they're right here. So it's funny because I was going to look into putting these on eventually. But I saw my nightgown this morning. Heating oil is $7 a gallon. Gas is between $4.60. Places around the country, the guy was saying, is running out of gasoline. So certain stores like Costco, Walmart, Safeway, they're running out of gas. Any place that's a super grocery store is literally running out of gas, and that's something that, The thing is he's like, people need to change. Pharmaceutical companies, apparently, I was just listening, shut their doors. I mean, if I really want to make a big video for the afternoon edition, I can watch these, which takes about 30 minutes total, and I can watch both of them and give you my opinion. But the thing is I literally went through them, and picked out bits and pieces. I could put it on fast forward and listen to it in chipmunk speed to get it done faster. But my point is I told, I looked it over. I mean, heating oil, that's really going to hurt people. The problem is a lot of people in the wintertime is going to be hurting. And then, they say, oh, we're going to cut inflation. You can't cut inflation. Okay. Let me put it to you this way. I was talking to someone the other day, all right? Here's how let me put it to you this way. Between me and my family in Texas, okay? With love for my family in Texas, okay? My family in Texas thinks the Republicans are going to control both House and Senate. It's not going to be true. They think nothing's going to happen, right? Roe versus Wade. So if a woman gets an abortion in Texas and gets fined $10,000 and a bounty on their head, and the doctors all go to jail, we win. Really. But the point is I'm not going to sit here and dictate to someone that they think they know better than I. My point is wait and see. Now, in this economy, everyone thinks, the economy is going to push the Democrats out. How do we know? Roe versus Wade might be just a nail in the coffin. And if the Republicans literally help control gun control because of this problem, there's multiple reasons why they're controlling gun control. You see, yesterday, Pee Wee was explaining why. No good news to get out of bed for anyways. Well, there is good news. You got me this morning. I'm just still trying to figure out your nickname. Well, me and my dad both had the opinion, and it was interesting but weird at the same time. But we couldn't we couldn't find any faults in it either. When we say it's interesting and weird, we also think it's a unique one. I mean, how many people literally see a movie in 2019, 2020 in black and white? I mean, honestly, but I don't want to get into that right now. We have the economy thing to take care of first, Yeah, well. I mean, look, the news this morning is Pee Wee gave me some news to look over. Something to look over. And this guy is basically talking about what's going on in the economy, right? The problem is the guy doesn't know everything because, frankly, I'm one of those low-ball scumbags, as my family probably calls me, freeloaders. And, the thing is between the 1st and the 10th is when everyone got their food stamps, right? Now, let me put it to you this way. Each of these used to cost $4. $4 at most places. Well, I think Walmart's selling them at $4 when they have them in stock. See? These are spicy ramen, right? 4 packs. These are now going for like $8 in places, $8 or more because they can, or even more. Food's going up in price. Gas is going up. So last night, Chloe decided to pick up 2 of these. I think she's kind of concerned for her own welfare, but now she knows. So, But these are like on sale if you can get them picked up. It's like $1.18 if you can get a hold of them. But Walmart, of course, my experience with Walmart online is you're going through scalpers. Scalpers are scalping, so you're screwed, right? Literally screwed. I mean, literally, Amazon and Walmart will ship coffee. But actually, Walmart won't ship coffee. By the way, did I tell you Chloe went to the thrift store yesterday looking for soup bowls and ended up with 3 of these for $6 at the thrift store. So can't complain, but we won't talk about that. Coffee, $5 a can. $5.25 for a can. These were like $2.99 to $3.99 a can, but now they're $5.99 a can. I mean, they're getting to the point where, think of it. This can's almost empty, as you all know, but I'm drinking the Starbucks blend for a change. And when this Starbucks goes, that should get us by. This is the emergency blend that tastes like crap, which was a dark blend that you can smell it's flat in the can. Best by 9/20/23, so it's bad coffee. Anyways, they charge like 14. If you guy listens, he's talking about pricing in all quadrants, like animals and like animals and like baby formula for kittens is now $31. It was $25. I mean, basically what they're trying to do in this country is basically make it so you can't afford anything. And it's true. I mean, the guy also talked about how the wealthy can get what they want, making it a two-tiered system, whereas wealthy gets what they want. Poor ass people like us don't get what we want. But the wealthy would also cripple this country too. An honest opinion. Yeah, that is true. Good news, Rita. Do you think we're heading toward the... No, I don't. I think we're heading to the fucking depression. That's why I keep telling people to stockpile. All right. Hold on. Anyways, Pee Wee just said something interesting for you all, okay? Sister Pee Wee is part of our team. Pee Wee said that, and this is true. This is fucking true as can be, and I keep telling you guys this, but no one wants to fucking listen to me because they think I'm just fucking stupid and retarded, okay? Is this. Pee Wee said that the other day, let me just give you an example. I don't know what size it is. I assume it's a small size, okay? But just to give the nature of this discussion, it keeps misplacing. Anyways, Pee Wee turned around. I don't know what size is it. I can't figure out. But Pee Wee said that there's a shortage on tuna. Listen carefully. A shortage of tuna, okay? And this is one of the things I was trying to talk to you about the other day, everyone, on Amazon and YouTube, while I went through Amazon. Now, someone said to me, oh, well, you must have made a piss poor choice because you got 3 cans of coffee, 80 packs of ramen, 72 packs of other ramen, and a few things. The reason I went with ramen was simple. Ramen was what's available. And the reason for it is people are fucking taking and taking. Now you can say, oh, well, they're not stealing it. No. But Pee Wee just confirmed, just like I've been trying to tell you, to stockpile beans when you can, because that might be your only form of fucking protein. You see, I told time and time again, Pee Wee and I talked about this over the last year. The meat supplies are going to be going down. When you can get Spam, stockpile. People just sit there, oh, it's too salty. And all of a sudden, others take the Spam. And then I tell you to stockpile Vienna sausages. Other people take the Vienna sausages. Then I tell you to stockpile other things. Now, me, Pee Wee knows I won't touch sardines or tempered snacks, but people are taking them for the proteins. They're doing what they can, when they can, how they can. Because of it, Pee Wee said in her email basically that there is, quote unquote, no meat there. Let me just tell you this way, without basically, the conversation is part of her videos that she wants you to prepare for. That's why we're doing these. Just good to know. I only eat tuna and oil. Yeah, well, I'll eat tuna and oil, tuna and water, mix the two. I don't care. It's tuna. But she says, but I've been limited to 8 cans of tuna oil in the 4 pack of Walmart. So I assume the 4 pack of tuna she's talking about is the big cans like the chicken. Unless I pay the higher price for the same brand, which is 50 cents more a can, most sardines and much of the tuna is out of stock. People are stockpiling any kind of meat, fish products, or they're just not available to the sellers. No, there are actually two reasons for it. I'll explain to Sister Pee Wee what's going on. She's not here this morning. She's probably watching her video. But one is, remember what I said over and over and over. People sit there and say, oh, well, there's a problem. There is. The sardines, aka the canning factories, sardine factories, kippered, yada yada yada, tuna fish, the canneries, they are literally running at like 20%. So there is two problems. One is they're running under production because we got too many unemployed. Two is we're running on less stock, so warehouses are emptying. I mean, literally, I just saw an article where guy says that he said, and I quote, something about semis. I'm looking up this information, that's why I'm not looking at comments. Semi trucks. There is no sales for Peterbilt, Kenworth, Mack trucks this year. Not many. They're basically can't produce these. Computer chips in the trucks can't produce these. They're short staffed. Look at what's going on in the country. We're short staffed. Our American infrastructure has been hit. Why? Well, let's see. China's got 1 billion of them in lockdown, right? 1.1 billion. So they're basically running a skeleton. They don't have to supply us. Meanwhile, they're crippling every Western nation out there for their own gain. I mean, think about it. The wealthy are building yachts, right? Only the elites buying what they want. But what if the elites start losing because everything's made in China and China ain't doing it? You see where I'm going with this? Now, let's see. Who's going to be the moochers when the wheels fall off? Who's going to, and nobody can afford them? Yes, well, let me put it to you this way, okay? There is something out there, all right? Let me show you a website. Let me see if I can show you a link. Okay, I want to show you a link, Miss Holly. Yeah, Holly, yeah, that might work, Miss Holly. Yes, that could work, Holly. Or Phoebe, I can remember Phoebe or Zoe. Miss Zoe, yes. Let's just get to it, okay? So people know where I'm going with this. So, as you know, I ordered everything I needed, right? So, my mac and cheese hasn't come, right? Let me just show you this. Is this the only one that they have? Yeah, okay. So, look at this price here. I just want to show you this price here, Miss Gigi, please. Yeah, please, there. Look at that. You say no one can afford it, but no one wants to eat it. That's the problem. You see, problem is, and I'm showing you right there. You see, that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's too many people out there, sweetheart, that's not going to pay it. And I thought I'd share that with you. You know? You see, a lot of people see those prices and they don't care, honey. I'm sorry. Where you got scalpers everywhere else. You know. Yeah, you see that. See, that's the thing. I got 4 of those coming. Zoe, I got 4 of them coming. That's the thing. You see, you could sit there. You see, my argument is this. Okay, let me put it this way. You could pay $20, $30, $40 for your favorite flavor. Or you can go and buy $5.76, get 24 of these, and know you'll be living comfortably for 24 days if you eat one. Now, if you stockpile the maximum and then wait a week, and it's still at $5, you can doctor it up. You can throw an egg in there. You can throw in so many things you can do with ramen, but for $5.76, people just don't want to fucking listen. That's the problem. The problem is, morning, Pee Wee. Problem is, no one wants to fucking listen. See, I paid a little more for my pecan chicken. I haven't had that in a while, but my point is ramen's going to go through the roof soon because no one's basically looking at ramen. You see, the problem with ramen is this. You can throw eggs in it. You can throw pork in it. You can throw bacon in it. You can take a basic ramen, throw in some fresh vegetables, and you got a meal. I mean, literally, you can make ramen as you can doctor it up. You can buy a big bulky thing of bouillon cubes, pop one in it, and make it extra tasty without even leaving your house at an affordable price. Where otherwise, people sit there and say, well, the doctor said I shouldn't eat it. But then again, when they go out and they can't find any food because there's a shortage everywhere. I mean, this is the one reason why Pee Wee sent me the videos this morning. And I thanked Pee Wee because it's a topic we need to talk about. You see, you get all these people thinking buying a $500 air rifle will help defend them. But when the shit hits the fan and they don't have any food, they're screwed. I mean, literally, we've been preparing people for this for a while. That is why we keep saying, look, we know eggs are going through the fucking roof, sis. I mean, literally. By the way, I tried to order that coffee that you suggested. They won't even let me fucking order it, send it. The other day, I went to order something, right? I can't remember what it was. They wouldn't. It was Kroger. Kroger said they could have stuff sent, right? But when I went to have it shipped, they disabled their shipping for Kroger and Fred Meyer's. Literally, they wouldn't let me order anything. It's like, you must go to the store. So basically, the reason for that thingy, and I contacted a friend of mine, Jennifer, who's been a family friend over the last, I don't know how long. Sorry, you guys can't see. I'm putting my pants on. Jennifer said the warehouses are empty. That's the thing. You guys stand around and you say, oh, well, the thing is the warehouses are getting empty. She's been working at Fred Meyer's for like 25 years plus, okay? She literally said the warehouse, I think 30 years. She's up there in age. Single woman. Loves her horses, doesn't plan to... Anyways, Jennifer said the warehouses are empty. Plain and simple. So while you guys sit around and swing your finger going, no, there's no recession, you're lying. Really? Oh, yeah, exactly. Did you see that guy's report, Pee Wee? I think it was video 2. He was talking about $7 a gallon for home heating oil. $7. That you do know that means what it means, don't you? I'll tell you what it means for some of you out there. It means that we're going to be really hurting this winter, and I need you guys to listen carefully. Look, one of the reasons why I get ramen, and I'll tell you why. Sister Pee Wee probably doesn't even know this little trick about ramen. Well, she does know how to prepare it. She's smart as me. She is a smart little cookie. Problem with ramen is this. Ramen is the last thing people take for a food shortage. Think about it. They fucking steal the fucking meats. They fucking steal the beans. They fucking steal everything they can get their grubby hands on. They pay for it, of course, but they take, right? They always leave the fucking ramen behind. Literally. Think about it. How many people do you know that turn around and literally not take ramen? You go to the stores, the ramen department's the only Chloe was there yesterday. She said she went down the meat department. She said half the meat looked like it was rotting because of the prices. They're just throwing it into a dumpster out back, not putting 50% or 75%. She says the paper towels and toilet paper is getting thin. She says the dog food aisle is okay as long as it's dry dog food, canned dog food, the meat dog food, cat food, gone. Everything she told me, she went to 2 stores yesterday. She said everything she told me, frozen foods, almost out. That's why the other day I asked her specifically, why is it that we can't get certain items and we can get other, like these wings? Why? She said the 4 little shrimp like this sold out now. She went to the fish market. The fish market's almost ready to go belly up. No one's buying. Corn dogs. Corn dogs are one of the last things people think about. I don't mind a deep fried corn dog on a stick, but point I'm making is the food is getting scarce. About 85% of the frozen foods are gone. TV dinners are gone. Things that the elder and the disabled can throw in a microwave or in an oven for 30 minutes to heat up. Done. Everything you're looking at is going down the toilet. As me and Pee Wee have said time and time again, we don't want to see you starve, but it's going to be your head. It's going to be on your head if you guys starve because you guys didn't prepare properly. That means propane will be 700 or more. I mean, no, they're talking about heat oil, not propane. They're talking about heating oil. And by the way, you might have to worry about something, Pee Wee, but I'd like to tell you something that's very heartbreaking to me. While you, sis, and you and I worry about your propane bill being $700 for propane, and that's for 1 month probably, just to keep your house heated. Think of someone on an island like this where the nearest power dam is like 200 miles away, and we're going to be freaking raped in the ass. Why do you think people sit there and say, "Hey, Rita, you stink. You don't take a bath that much"? Because I'm cutting corners on baths until I'm freaking green. I mean, when I get in the tub, the other reason I didn't take a bath this week is because I had to go out yesterday. That's an adventure by itself. I can tell you about the adventure. I was really pissed. So I actually went out on my own with Moppy. Oh my God, on the program. Oh, yeah. Please keep me informed, Pee Wee, because as a team, we need to know. I mean, look, Chloe's been around doing some stuff herself, She even took a few pictures on the my flip phone and sent them to me, and I can't believe how bare things are. And literally, she was at the store the other day, and she asked the market guy, right? She asked about the Nangshan Black, right? The black ramen. She said, how much until the black ramen comes in, right? They said, what black ramen? Oh, that's sold out. We can't get any more. But we have these red ones, $10. $10 for 4. So, Chloe, we can do better than that online. But the reason they don't touch those is because 2 reasons. They're very spicy. So unless you can handle heat, no one's going to want to have their mouth numb. Plus, other issues. That's another thing the guy talked about is pure crime. I mean, we're on an island, so we got sheriffs all over, but crime will affect everyone eventually if they can't contain the fucking pricing. I mean, look, we're not talking about heating oil here. I'm worried about my electric bill for wintertime. I mean, on top of that, do you think anyone's going to give a shit, Pee Wee, when their power bill in the South is going through the roof because that heat wave's coming? I mean, there's going to be a strain on the power grid. Not to mention other issues. I mean, literally, And you know what's the worst problem about this whole issue, right? I warned these people 6 months ago to a year. You know this. I warned my family. But they think, the Republicans are going to win because of inflation. Bullshit. Let me tell you guys something I've learned, okay? I want to have Pee Wee's complete opinion on this because I'm not stupid, but I want to get her opinion if I'm wrong. At least I'll listen to her. I won't listen to be chastised by other people, but Pee Wee, I will. So here's the question. You can't trust the Republicans, and you can't trust the Democrats. Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. So you can't trust either Democrats or Republicans for the promise. They say, oh, I promise to bring down inflation. They're promising, but once they control the House, what if they strip the guns from people? What if the Republicans decide to rack the price up so high that they force everyone to work? Has anyone, the worthless eaters like me and Pee Wee's, put to death? I mean, the Republicans sit there and they say they're for things, but what if they're just a puppet for some higher evil problem? Think of it. They make promises they can't fucking keep. They never have. Literally, back in the day, Andrew Jackson made a promise. He kept it. I mean, look at our former presidents. They kept their promises. Oh, I'm going to abolish slavery. You're damn right he did. But nowadays, these are fucking puppets. They lie. And yet you can't trust a Republican. You can't trust a Democrat. Republicans and Democrats, they're fucking alike. They fucking lie. Both parties were infiltrated by the freaking Communist Party. Plain and simple. And that's what really fucking sucks. Literally. And I, for one, am not going to be blaming anyone, but these fucking dipshit son of a bitch assholes that think that the Republican Party is the savior when both parties are fucking downright evil, wanting to screw over the people. Let's put it this way. They promise they're going to cut inflation. Inflation's going up because no one wants to fucking work. No one wants to fucking get off their fucking lazy ass. They say, oh, look, free phone. I got a free phone and free internet at home. Oh, yeah. My rent's covered. I don't have to pay anything. I got food stamps. Oh, yeah, I'm doing great. Meanwhile, their grandchildren, great-grandchildren, great-grandnephews, and nieces are going to be paying for that fucking person's fucking phone. And yet, they don't think until shit hits the fan and they're the ones killing others or trying to murder someone for a meal because they fucking didn't stockpile. Whose fault is it? Not mine. My thing is prices are going through the roof, and yet all these fucking assholes around the country thinking changing fucking parties will make a difference. Doesn't make a difference. Doesn't do jack shit. Just makes the situation worse. I mean, literally, plain and simple. I don't give two shits about the Republican Party or the Democrats. I blame both parties equally. That's why you can't trust the fucking government. You can't trust these fucking hillbilly hilljacks to say, we need our guns, we're going to overthrow the government. The government's got fucking machine guns, can fucking mow you down with armor-piercing bullets. So you're wearing body armor. The military's fucking armed with fucking grenade launchers. Do you think you really want to go up against grenade launchers? No. Thing is they say, oh, these people are so for us. They took a fucking oath to defend domestic or foreign enemies. They just mow you down and ask questions later. They can fucking mow you down on a 50 cal on a fucking tank. Think of it. These fucking people are stupid as hell, and it pisses me off that we got to deal with assholes like this. Tons of burglaries at Mag Mile, richest shopping street in Chicago. Can't trust. Yeah, exactly. See? That's why I don't fucking trust any of them. They're like, oh, yeah, the Republicans are going to win. We're going to control the House and Senate. We're going to get rid of freeloaders. Not if the fucking Republicans gets replaced by the Democrats. Roe versus Wade doesn't matter. Every state can control it. Really? Think Roe versus Wade doesn't matter? The fucking women find out they're overthrown. Guess what happens? And they get overturned. They're going to vote in droves because they don't want a 10,000 bounty on their head, or they don't want to go to another state and be nailed for fucking murder because they murdered their fetus. It might be 2 days old or whatever, and they're being hauled off to jail, and every woman's arrested and put in prisons going to death row because a rapist fucking raped a woman and got away with it. This is a country we want to live in when we got fascist white crackheads turning around and telling us basically what we need to do? No. We need to basically band together and say enough's enough, but do it in a way that basically says we don't like either party. I think they're all sick assholes myself. And stickers on the lamppost that say, what is Lori Lightfoot doing about crime in Chicago? Chicago crime is horrible. Gun shootings every day. I mean, I think about them all the time. They all fail. That's the fucking problem. And I'm sorry, Pee Wee, I don't mean to call them fascist, but if you look at the fucking things going on right now, they all want white supremacy. What happened to loving our black neighbors? What happened to helping our black neighbors? I mean, doesn't black people matter too? There's disabled black people, working black people, I mean, and Hispanics, working Asians, I mean, literally, we're a community of mankind. And yet, the Democrats and Republicans remind me of the Nazi Party. No offense. I mean, literally, they only want, one wants communism, the other wants freaking supremacy, it seems. No offense. I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but this is how I feel. I mean, they're not fucking doing anything for the situation. I mean, literally, they're allowing this country to fail. They're allowing our beloved country, Pee Wee, to fail. Plain and simple. Things are falling apart. No one gives a shit. That's the problem. That's what I was trying to teach you, my dear friend. Zoe, my dear friend, that's what I've been saying for a while. There is. Everyone is for themselves. Let me put it to you this way. I want to say something. It's everyone for themselves, pretty much. Literally, think of it. People that sit there and post on the welfare websites, oh, I need more food stamps, I can't take care of my 20 babies. Government ain't the fucking baby, is the daddy. And yet, I can't work, I got 20 kids and 30 more coming. And yet, I'm entitled, I'm an American, I need food stamps and to be taken care of. Bullshit. The thing is we're living in a world where the fucking country is divided. They think the Americans either will go to work or fucking die with the high bread prices. I mean, look, I saw a post last night. Something I wanted to bring up into this morning's edition, okay? Last night's edition said the global economy has to reset because we're all in debt. When they're preparing to reset, they're going to reset and kill us all. Or kill 99% of it, but the wealthy might live. But the wealthy might have to basically, have different breeding stock or something. There's not enough people in this world with the wealthy hoity-toity stuck up their stick. The problem is, let me see. That's what I've been telling people, but no one wants to listen. That's the thing. People want to listen to these fucking assholes, Pee Wee, that has fucking... Let me tell you what that guy's major agenda is, okay? The one that you sent me to, right? Great guy, by the way. He's got his numbers right. I'll give him that. But I'm going to argue with it and say there's two reasons why I disagree with the damn guy on two aspects, too. His numbers and everything, his facts are right. But he's doing this for the Republican Party. He's trying to fucking drum up support so people get pissed and vote the Democrats out. That's the only reason why he's doing this. He's doing it because he's got 229,000 viewers, subscribers. I only have a measly 462, so that tells you no one wants to listen to me. I'm just a fucking weirdo. No one wants to listen to me. They want to listen to these fucking people. These fucking people that have 100, 200, 300,000 viewers because they're making a fucking living off of it. Me, they say, oh, your video would be better if you... But no, you know what? I can make a 10-minute video every day about the topic. You know what happens? Nothing. They look at me and they're like, oh, spitting woman basically spits cups. So then I go and do one without spitting. What happens? Transgendered hermaphroditic weirdo. We're not watching. We'd rather have some guy sit there and say, oh, yeah, this people would not want to come to me because they'd say, oh, she reads the newspaper. She's getting her facts from the mainstream media, so it's false. Or she goes through a different channel, To me, they don't think someone like me that's too damn poor should have a fucking channel, That's the thing. And YouTube, they'd basically delete my videos anyways due to the fact they'd be like, oh, she's got 10 million subscribers and she's not monetizing on it. Thing is I'm doing this for the benefit of the people, and yet no one cares. I mean, if I became president of the United States in 2024, you know how many fucking people would be subscribing to my channel? Every person in the fucking world would be subscribing just to see how shitty my videos in the past were, to use them against me. But nope, no one that gives a shit about me. So, you know, I mean, I'm not saying Pee Wee does, and I care for Pee Wee dearly, but I'm saying no one gives a shit about me and the thing on the YouTube front when it comes to these things. I've been trying to prepare people properly. Yeah, people want to fucking believe some fucking hill jack like this person or that person or this person. Or, oh, that one's got 229,000. That one's got 10 million. These are reputable. Me, I'm not reputable apparently by the standards of people. Like a zombie. No, no, no. Why is everyone talking about a zombie apocalypse? No. Look, the housing bubble's gonna crash. Pee Wee, I don't know if you and I are connected in some way, in the vision spectrum, sis. But that's something I was gonna bring up when you brought it up to me today. Good Lord wanted me to basically stay quiet until you brought it up. The housing crash is gonna happen again. You just basically, I thought I'd share that with you. No offense, but yeah. Look, thing is I wasn't gonna bring it up till Pee Wee brought it up, but yes, there is going to be a housing crisis. Fuck. Glasses are the fucking. I gotta fucking clean these daily, otherwise I can't fucking see. It seems. Fucking lenses are getting fucking worse and worse. I have a feeling I know why. And no, Pee Wee, you're probably wondering, what are you talking about? It's just simple. I think I know why the Lions Club hasn't got back to anyone. You and I were basically like sisters. And as sisters, we both know why the Lions Club ain't paying. Hell, I asked Stacy the other day about hearing aids, right? She didn't have any answers about it. I think it's because... can you even see what's going on in my lenses here? Can you even see the lenses are completely gone? I mean, look at that. See if you can see that. You see inside my lenses? That's what I'm seeing, basically. I'm literally cleaning them daily, and the lenses are being dissolved from the inside. See, let me show you. Can you, let's see, can you actually see that from the lenses here? Yeah, you can. See that? That is what my lenses look like. They're freaking dissolving like crazy. See? I mean, literally, just to show you that. Guess you guys didn't see it. Let me know if you guys want to see the lenses. Feels like my lenses are basically dissolving inside, like this coating. It's making it harder and harder to see. No, I don't get new lenses. That's the thing. Don't you understand? I guess I was hoping Pee Wee. Did you see that, Pee Wee? Oh no, sis. I was typing. I didn't see it. Okay, cool. Well, let me know when it's in. All right, America has so much debt. I don't want to live under count. Look, we're gonna be hurting big time. See, let me show you again. Did you see this, Pee Wee? See those lenses? Or how about this? Mary, let me see the comments. We'll talk to Pee Wee in a second. People are pulling out equity. Yeah, I told you this. America has so much debt. Oh my God. Yeah, well, apparently I would move. Look, even moving to Canada doesn't matter. The entire world's going to reset in funding. I just bought 16 more cans of tuna and oil, and I have 26 cans. And the tuna lasts forever. I actually had tuna sandwich the other day, and it was really good. Well, I'm glad you had the tuna sandwich. The other day, I went to offer to get some tuna in an order on my debit card. Sold out everywhere. So I was like, you know what? I ain't stockpiling something I can't buy, Of course, you should have a channel. I want to stock up in fish steaks and sardines, but the reasonably priced ones are. Oh, I know. Look, if you have a thing, you might be able to get some Vienna sausages on sale. Nobody gives a shit what YouTube thinks. At least I don't. Well, what do you think about the lenses? I mean, literally. I mean, this is basically slowly making me get worse and worse in blindness. I mean, literally, I can barely see, and every day they're getting worse and worse, blotches and dots. And I mean, I showed my advocate the other day, and her answer was, "Oh, well, we're trying." I mean, literally, what is this? I mean, what is it? What is inside the lenses that are making it dissolve itself? You know. Well, I'm sorry to say, okay, I was a suggestion. My Uncle Donnie would eat those. I survived the housing crash because I pull out of my equity refinance, give me payments down, pay off my debts last year, but I never pulled the equity. I just lower my mortgage payment. Do you get new lenses? I don't. You see, me, I was trying to talk to Pee Wee about the lens problem, okay? You see, this is where my family would turn around and say, "Oh, we're freeloading moots." The Lions Club, I don't think, has the money. 2 years ago, they took care of these. They took care of my glasses and hearing aid. But now, I think what's happened is they don't have any money anywhere to pay it. People are scrounging to the point where they're not donating, and because of it, I mean, literally, I was just talking to someone the other day, right? I even asked the doctor to charge me, right? The eye doctor charge me an actual fee. He said if you have Medicare, that Medicare is having trouble billing Medicare. I think there's a problem with his billing or something. But I said I'd gladly pay $200 for that, and then wait a couple months and just go buy glasses outright. He wouldn't do it. A year later, he still won't do it. So to me, you know. And then my family says, "Oh, go to America's Best." Well, where's the America's Best? I was going to get them at Portland, but instead the Lions Club decided to give them now my glasses, which I like these small glasses, by the way. I think the little cute tiny ones are me anyways. Then all of a sudden, when you need glass repair, they won't do it. And the other day I went in there and they basically charged me like $2.50 for something, and yeah, for a screw, I think. But the thing is, they have thing is that they don't understand either why the lenses are like this. Is it a scratch resistance inside? They don't tell you. They're just like, oh, but it's getting impairing. Yep, you get new lenses, but I can never keep my greasy fingers on my lens. I wash my reading lens. Yeah, well, my problem is I use Windex on my glasses. So every morning I'm using Windex, but every morning the Windex is, I'm seeing where, without my glasses, I think the lenses are going to fail. Yes, we know you hate Vienna sausages. House is already going down. House was really. Yeah, well, apparently no one cares. That's the thing. They'd rather have us worthless eaters die. And I think, like I just said in front of Pee Wee, Pee Wee didn't confirm it yet, is I think the reason for it is the economy is not getting enough donations, Zoe, for glasses or hearing aids. Well, apparently I'm a blind mooch that needs to be taken out of the back of someone's barn and plugged in the back of the head with a gun. Yeah. I use a Dawn dishwashing. That is proof the crash. And look, there is a crash coming. I mean, look, you want to know another proof that I have? Do you want another forecast, Pee Wee? Do you really want me to? I'll tell you. I use Windex. And of course, I've been using Windex for years. The other day I asked for my nose pieces to be replaced. I wanted like $30 in place of rubber pieces. I mean, literally. I said I just pop them off, put in new ones. They also said my frames look kind of bent. Well, I'm trying to live on these until I can get new ones. I've never felt so, how do you say it, like helpless, you know? And they're like, oh, glasses should be covered on Medicare. And glasses, dental, and hearing aids aren't. That's why you have to go through. How long before the crash, Rita? I would say between now and maybe between beginning of 2023, depending on the election. But I have something that's very important I want to say, and it has to do with the election. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna change my my uh, nightgown out for a t-shirt. There we go. There. This backwards or forwards? I don't want something backwards. Nope. Kill. Okay. Look, there's something that's more important than that. I want to tell Pee Wee, but you asked about time zones. I'll tell Pee Wee and you. Pee Wee says there's a housing crash coming, which it is to a point. We gotta wait. There's another crash that's gonna get pretty bad too. It's called the stock market. I've been following it for a while. Yesterday it dropped 800 points. I think it was Friday. It dropped 800 points. Yeah. So look at the stock market numbers. When I started following, it was over 40,000. Now Dow Jones and S&P is down. I mean, let's look at that for a minute. Friday's Friday's industrial average was 800 points down. 880, so we're a little under 31. It's not coming back. It's slowly falling. The S&P 500, they have their own SP 500. Went down 116 points. What about the NASDAQ? See? The NASDAQ. Then you have other countries around the world are faltering too and failing. So there you go. Think of it that way. You cannot be a blind mooch. You know, how long will it look? I already said, Pee Wee, between the end of the year and beginning of the year. I'm thinking of it. The Republicans and the Democrats can't help this. They can't fix it. They're basically helping by speeding this up to destroy the country and the world for that matter. What they're doing is they're going to make us go into a, you know, yeah, look, I've been following the markets for a while, but sis, I haven't found any followed the housing market because I don't live in the housing market. I mean, I rent, but I also want to state, for the record, I will be using the restroom sooner or later. For the record, last night's discussion, we talking to God, we got some stuff squared away. Like I said, one is there is going to be a market crash on the stock market. And let me put it to you this way. The main things you need to worry about in the stock market, okay, is this. You sit there and say, well, what am I supposed to be looking for? Well, me and Pee Wee will tell you because our channel is pretty accurate, okay? That is the commodities market. You want to follow the commodities market. If you're not buying a car, don't follow the car market. However, a lot of people are saying that RV sales are through the roof, yet people are on a wait list for RVs, and yet they say the RV industry might collapse completely and go bankrupt due to the fact that there's not enough people making these things. Now, can people ask me, can the stock market rebound if people go back to work? Possibly. Can the housing market stabilize if people go back to work? Possibly. But I'm not a financer of expertise. All I know is I'm just watching the numbers. Between now and New Year's is what I'm saying. So about the end of the year, yes. Yeah, well, the point is, I told you guys to look at the commodities market, okay? Let me just tell you what I'm following, okay? I'm following the market for the commodity market. That's my expertise right now. Due to the fact that I don't drive a car and I don't really care. I have a feeling Tesla's going to go bankrupt. Literally, he's going to literally flat go bankrupt. He's bankrolling on every state, forcing people to go electric. But if the stock market is this, isn't a stock market and the housing market, what's going to happen? But I also think the reason the housing market's kind of bubbling is over the fact that if you look at Elon Musk, he basically pulled out of the housing market completely. RV sales are going down, but they're also going down for another reason, Pee Wee. I follow the RV trends. I mean, I follow better than the car trends because, my dreams to have an RV. Travel trailer and truck, okay. The problem is have you ever read the reports on the travel trailers and trucks, sis? Have you really, or not the trucks, but have you ever read the reports on the travel trailers, the campers, the fifth wheels? Because if you haven't, I'll tell you flat out right now what I know. And don't tell me I know you'll never put me down and say, oh, you don't know it. My family does that at times. Problem with RVs is this: most of the RV companies are failing, literally miserable. You pay $100,000 for a motorhome. It might make it 2 years before it's basically going to the scrap heap, and you're still paying for it due to the fact that there's too many. They're cutting corners in the frame. They're cutting corners in the engine. They're cutting corners on the appliances. RVs nowadays are repair prone. Back in the day, about a 70s motorhome, you could basically drive it around. Oh, need a new refrigerator, pop in, $1,200. Drive it for 10, 12 years, and it's like, oh, refrigerator goes, and oh, my stove's acting up, take out the stove, put in a new one, new fridge, you're on the road again. Nowadays, fridge goes, this goes, the holding tanks go, that happens, this happens. I mean, literally, look at the big picture. Well, there's more than that on scarcity. Think of the computer chip problems. I mean, literally, they're basically doing what they can to keep the computers going. The computers are getting harder and harder. And just remember, that guy basically gave us some info today. I just said it recently. Between truck chassis, we're short on truck chassis, but we're also short on truck manufacturers like Mack Truck, Peterbilt, Kenworth. They can't make trucks. They don't have the materials to make the trucks. But big yacht, basically, these custom yacht makers, they can make anything. You got the money, they'll get you anything you need. Sis, have you been to the Dollar Tree lately? Go to their website. Basically, it says everything is $1.25. Now it's the $1.25 store. Look, sis, I'd like to make an argument here, okay? For an agreement. I agree completely. Look at what happened in the 30s. You're like, what happened in the 30s? Guess you don't know your history then. We used to make TVs, VCRs, RCA, Zenith, Made in America. Ring a bell, RCA, Radio Corporation of America, the radios, the tube radios, all this stuff. In America, phonographs, you name it, we made it all. But then our corporate bigwig son of a bitches had to bend over, take it in the ass, and basically ship everything overseas because it's cheaper labor because they thought Americans were being greedy. So what happens? They figure people can find other jobs, flipping burgers or working in an office, working grocery stores, working hardwares. People had the degrees. All of a sudden, what happened? They got screwed over, literally. RV sales are going down. Car parts are going to scare. Yeah, I know. I've seen that too. I read the Napa and the AutoZone reports. I mean, I'm well up to date on most of this stuff. Car parts are scarce. I know a guy that owns an auto parts store in another town that I used to live in. He's going under. What's that tell you? $1.25 at the stores. I agree completely with you. We should be making everything. Oh, really? Let me ask you a question then. One of my favorite toy makers was made in America. Do you know which one it is? You say you know every American made product, right? Well, I'm just testing Pee Wee to see if she know what American company made toys in America. If Pee Wee wants a hint, I'll give her a hint. Nope. Nope, you're wrong. I'll show you. Give me a second. I'm still a kid at heart when it comes to those. Well, I'm sorry to say, but I do collect a few trains somewhere around here. I don't know where my Chloe put them, but yes, Lionel and MTH were made in America. Now they're made in China. If you didn't know, let me tell you a story about something real quick. I got to use the restroom soon. Won't take but a moment. But since we're having this lovely thing about economy, inflation, so there's a debate going on about fly fishing. Right? You could say, "Oh, who cares?" Right? I do. You see, there's three sections of fly fishing that people don't realize. Fly rods, for example, right? Reddington is made in China under the Lychee brand. Lychee basically can make rods for any company that wants a rod. You can put in the Pee Wee brand name, spend $10,000 hypothetically, go to one of those little meets where you your artisan crafts, right? Artisan crafts, where you sell your little beautiful jewelry you make, sis. Gorgeous jewelry. I'm jealous how she makes it, honestly. And you could sit there and line up your own fly rod lineup, and you can sell them like hotcakes because a lot of people are like, "Oh, new brand, I want to try it out." You can make your own, do your own designs and everything. And the thing is China does that, right? Now, picture some of the other companies, like some of these smaller companies you don't hear about Outlaw and Moonshine and Moonlight and Leland and all these other crappy companies. They're all Lychee brand, right? But if you go to America and you say, "Okay, I want an American made rod," right? Well, let's break down the components for a minute. The blanks, no one knows where the blanks come from. Some say South Korea, some say China, some say America. Most likely it's out of Gary Loomis's warehouse in Washington, supposedly, okay? Well, let's just say hypothetically he makes the blanks. So you get your blanks in America. All the cork that makes the fly rod corks are from Portugal. So even China gets Portugal made cork. So when you go and buy an American made rod, hypothetically, they're not made in America. They're assembled in America. All the components, Japan's Fiji stripping guides are from Japan. Mm-hmm. They might make the thread to wrap the guides and stuff, but most everything is assembly made. So that's why when you sit there and you see 4 to 6, or they say 6 weeks, now it's like 12 to 24 weeks for a rod. It's because it's assembled in America and they're waiting for all the parts. So when you sit there and you see a price of say $1,200, hypothetically, I got to use a toilet, but I will answer you guys in the comments on this. The dealio is $1,200. It's assembled. They're still waiting for it, and they're paying the import fees and taxes to the government to bring in the parts they need to make the best rod in the world. Okay, sorry about that, Pete. Morning, Chris. Didn't see you there. Using the toilet for a second. So basically, Pee Wee's gone, and Zoe's decided to leave, and that just leaves me to talk to you guys about, like I said, the afternoon edition. I'm gonna get a note. I'm gonna get some notepads. Mm-hmm. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some notes, and I will get back to you with my notes and findings for the afternoon edition, which is going to be interesting due to the fact that we have to discuss what's going on in the country. Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to prepare you for the worst. Pretty much preparing you for the worst. I mean, I tried to prepare you for the worst when Biden became president, but you guys didn't listen to me. You guys just were like, oh, whatever. Oh, he's not going to be in office. And now look. And then on top of that, not the Republicans or Democrats. It's like Pee Wee said, you can't trust politicians. They lie. They lie. They cheat. They steal. Good morning, Booner. And Booner says hello, by the way, to all you YouTubers out there this morning. So he says hello. So, I might stay for another 26 minutes or so, 2 hours on the dot, and then leave. I'll be back for the afternoon edition. Hopefully, we have you guys watching because I want to make some notes. And I want to make full notes on the report. Just as a compare what's going on here where I live. Pee Wee's going to probably do the same, make notes for her side. And this is where we combined our data together. Zoe could do the same. Chris could do the same. Of course, Chris disappears days on end. So, Chris doesn't know what the hell's going on, I don't think. Which Chris should explain why he disappeared again. Playing games with Ricky again, I assume. I haven't heard from Ricky in a while. Probably got pissed off again, as usual. It must be easy to piss off Ricky, it seems. Eventually, we're going to see a lot of shit hit the fan. It's going to be really bad. Housing market. The housing market, Pee Wee's already lost $100,000 in 2 weeks. That tells you there's another housing bubble coming. And on top of that, that and working or what? That ended working or what? Disappearing? I can understand the lawn work, but what the hell's going on with you? It doesn't matter. You surface when you surface, We're out of StreamYard hours because, yeah, I tried waiting around for you, but you and Mark wanted StreamYard, and then you guys disappeared, so we ran out of hours this month. And I don't know if I want to pay $25 in this economy. People aren't using it. No, I'd like to debate and have a discussion with Dan on StreamYard, so hopefully if I have to pay for the 25, Dan will join us. I mean, we are hurting to the point of no return. Pee Wee just said it herself, her eggs are growing up again. To the point where it's getting more and more expensive to even buy eggs just to make bread or to make omelets or to make, Oh, well, you don't have to tell me anything. So there you go. Being secret's fine with me. I'm here every day making sure people are preparing for the worst, which is coming. There's more I wouldn't share with you. Man, you know what? Yeah, you don't have to tell me anything, That's the thing. I'm not entitled to know. I just figured you disappeared. Well, he disappeared. Postal Service is giving trouble as usual, everyone. They're basically being slow and stuff. And. So I'm going to get some notes, like I said, for the afternoon edition and go from there. Somewhere in my house here, somewhere is my phone. Oh, it's on the window there. So yeah. So anyways, my phone never rings. That's another thing. No one calls me. So that's what really stinks. My phone's been on, except for when Chloe has the phone, But oh well, we're in a tight situation where everyone needs to prepare. This is not gonna get better. It's gonna get worse. I mean, look, Pee Wee said it herself this morning. Scalpers are out in force now. People are scalping canned meats, spams, salmons, tunas, chicken, turkey. Hmm. Whenever I'm getting around to it. I mean, I got movies to watch too, so it might be like 12 o'clock, it might be 2 o'clock, just depends. Depends because frankly, got to make sure we have enough people watching too. That's the other thing. Pee Wee went to go plant some seeds. I assume she's working in her garden, and Zoe left because Zoe has to. I think she's writing in her journal or whatever. I haven't wrote my journal yet either. It's been so busy, you know. I'm actually enjoying the movies I got. You know. I watched the free one last night on it just depends on the afternoon. It might be 3 hours, 4 hours, depending on if I can get my work done. I mean, today is Sunday, so I want to take some notes for part two because part two is going to be very informational, giving on inflation, housing bubbles. Like I said, stock market is going down. We're going to watch stock market crash. Elon Musk is trying to get a 3-in-1 stock split so he can keep his company afloat. Unfortunately, he's trying to bank on the fact that every state's going to force everyone to drive electric cars. That's the least of our worries right now in this country because we have a housing crisis coming. We have a housing bubble happening. We have a stock market bubble happening, and no one's buying anything. And then on top of that, with China closed, China is basically holding everyone hostage. So the thing is, you have to basically make sure you have everything prepared. What you have, you need to enjoy what you own because when it's gone, it's gone. Me, myself, I don't keep it. So you have three people now with you. He's got three people. You must have three people living in your head, Chris. Remember what I said. Canned meats are getting harder to get a hold of. Ramen is getting harder to get a hold of. People are leaving ramen for last. Everything else is sold out. I went to Kroger. I went to Target. I went to Walmart. I went to Fred Meyer's. I went to online stores that will ship. Sold out. Markets are getting empty. Warehouses are getting empty. You want something? Walmart turns around and says, "Oh, you need to pick up. Stores are making it so you have to pick up. If you can't pick up, then you can't, boop, 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 boop. Yes, that's funny. Yeah, funny. I got to get some work done on spreadsheets too. Chris, you're wrong. You say, "Oh, every energy is going to be good." No, it isn't. Why don't you watch what me and Pete we were talking about earlier? You see, nothing's going to get better. That's the fucking problem. Don't you understand? We're trying to prepare you for a fucking housing crash, a fucking stock market crash, a fucking reset, and we're trying to prepare you for a fucking food shortage. Which, by the way, we are now getting numbers from around the country. $5 a gallon for gas, $7 for propane gallon for propane. Pee Wee uses propane to heat her house. Heating oil is $7 a gallon currently. Electricity is going through the roof. Electric is going through the roof. Your electric bill is just going to get higher and higher and higher. And we all need to band together as a team to make notes so we know exactly what's going to happen for around the country. I mean, look, Gigi's in Chicago, Zoe, she's in Chicago. Pee-wee's in California. I'm in Washington. You're in the Carolinas. If we don't get the data together, we can't make a great video to tell people how bad it's getting. I mean, look, you may have faith in the government. You may have faith in the Republicans. But Pee-wee and I, we don't have faith in any Republicans or Democrats. They brought this upon themselves. No Republicans or Democrats can fix the 40-year inflation we're going to be hitting. 40 years. Eventually, no one's going to be surviving except the wealthy. The poor are going to be suffering worse and worse. Camping is going to be gone. Fishing is going to be gone. Everything's going to be gone because too many people are going to be overfishing and overhunting. And we're going to be suffering more. This is why I'm trying to prepare people. We focus on stockpiling. Plain and simple. Eventually, we're going to have to cut corners. Everyone's going to have to, I did a video the other day about how to be frugal. How to be literally frugal. Most people didn't like it. They thought living in their own world, they don't need to be frugal. But when they're hungry and starving, they're going to start killing people like us for food. I mean, we're living in a world where everyone has to learn to be frugal, frugal. Energy production, I don't think the energy production is ever going to come back, plain and simple. I mean, look, the housing market's going to fail. It's going to crash again like 2008. Stock market's going to crash big time. American productions, companies are failing left and right. Businesses are failing. People that make stuff, they're failing. Literally, they're failing. They're dying off. People can't afford to buy. People are being let go, and unemployment's going to go through the roof. It's going to get worse. It's not going to get any better. It's going to get worse, people. So not just one production like energy. It's going to be all going down the toilet. And with the heat wave coming, it's going to really tax the shit out of our power grid. Plain and simple, That's the thing. Everyone doesn't want to listen. That's the problem I have. Why do you think some days I get on YouTube and I don't even want to make YouTube vid due to the fact that no one listens? I mean, you got people with 229,000 subscribers basically saying the same thing I'm saying. People listen. But when I do it, people don't listen. They sit there and they say, oh, well, that Mr. Gamer or whatever his name is, he's got $60 million. He makes videos on YouTube. Me, I don't make a living on YouTube. I'm here to basically give the facts. The facts are shit's going to hit the fan. And when it does, will people be prepared? Or will people be sitting there starving and dying of malnutrition? Or starving because they had to cut their heating bill because they can't afford the electric, propane, or heating oil? Or is it they're going to die because someone breaks into their house and kills them for their food? I mean, we're living in trying times to the point of no return. And that's one thing that I was going to do. Pee-wee sent me some videos. He wants me to take notes. So I'm preparing to take notes. Where are my notes? I think it's this book I need for the notes. Yeah. So I will take notes right here. This is my notes on the two videos. So when I do the day edition, I can literally turn around and basically show you and tell you what I've learned. And it'll probably coincide with what's going on here in the town. Pee-wee really was worried about it this morning. That's why she was up early. However, I will tell you again, thanks, Pee-wee. I slept like a baby last night. Some of you that just tuned in, Sister Pee-wee ordered some queen-size pillows the other day and then canceled it because it was stuck in Maryland. So she reordered the pillows in king size. Now, you guys are probably wondering what happened. Well, Pee-wee, I asked the other day where to get some affordable sheets. And Zoe said, try Target. Well, before I knew, package came in and it was 6 cans of soup because I was complaining about the price of soup on this island. Then I got 3 things of mayonnaise. Well, one jar exploded. So again, um, 3 things of mayonnaise. And then we had something else happened. Then she tells me to look for sheets, new sheets, gray sheets. They were on sale. Works for me. Then all of a sudden she tells me she ordered me pillows. While I was stuck in Maryland, eventually Friday, package came with a replacement chicken that she got me. Canned chicken, by the way. It was a surprise. And with the canned chicken came, are you ready for this, everyone? Cookies. So I had cookies to go with it. So I ate cookies Friday as a snack while watching a movie, while getting my bearings and trying to get these videos put together. And then Saturday, king size pillow came. So I slept really good last night when I put all those pillows together. 2 queen size pillows, 2 king size pillows. I didn't want to get out of bed this morning. And with my woolly blanket I had from Christmas that I just started putting out because of the heat and how it's warming up here, I didn't want to get out of bed this morning. I was so damn comfortable last night that it was so toasty. Well, that's what you want to believe. I believe man basically destroyed this country because of greed, Chris. I mean, literally, the country's going down the toilet, and I've been telling people to prepare because we will be going communist eventually, and that's what's the scariest part about it. The book's being checked off, you know. So, that on that, it's amazing. Fish, it's amazing. Yeah, I agree completely. But some of them are basically not even available to eat. We have a fishing lake here where it's catch and release because they're so huge, but at the same time, you can't eat them because apparently the water's polluted. I mean, literally, some people will be so hungry they'll do that, but I won't eat something. I'll just be like, oh, here you go. Release it back into the wilderness, let them. But no, the point is we are in a big thing. Now, the thing is there's people out there, okay? Let me just basically break this down to all of you, okay? There's people out there, okay, that have their own beliefs. Whatever you believe in, that's your business. I ain't going to challenge it. I just know my facts, okay? And because of it, some people leave, whether it be the mainstream media, can't trust the mainstream media, can't trust this or that, but they trust the Republican Party. Can't trust the mainstream media, but you can't trust the Republican Party. Nope, not going to listen. Can't trust both parties, and you sure hell can't trust the mainstream media. You have to make your own determinations and factors. So to me, I look at all the possibilities and I make videos based on those possibilities or thoughts that I've seen. So technically, my point is, like we had a moderator the other day, Ricky, Chris knows Ricky, who basically said something and didn't come back. Well, guess what? I got rid of Black Jesus because, frankly, he was basically didn't like the fact I was doing my Donald Trump impersonation the other day. It was making Zoe happy. We were doing impersonations one night while I was sick, and sick can be. I'm still sick, by the way, on my medicine. I'm due to take in 3 hours or so. I got to take my next dosage of Dayquil. NyQuil puts me to sleep, so I don't take NyQuil in daytime. I could if I wanted just to sleep and not do my afternoon edition, but my point is we all have our opinions. The thing is as Pee Wee and as I and as others have said, we're here to educate you. And there's people out there like Gail who turns around and attacks me because she thinks milk's gonna be $10 gallon plus $10 gallon. Well, milk is made all over in every state. So you got organic milk makers, you got regular milk makers, and the regular milk makers I get my milk from Seattle. So it's put on a refrigerated truck and brought up here or put on a truck semi-frozen and delivered up here to be put into things. We have a lot of milk, dairy products all over the place. So technically $10 gone, no. So Gail left. You know what? Gail should leave. Gail wants to sit there and spend $200 on food stamps on freaking steak and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to eat good. And then all of a sudden the shit hits the fan and where's her steak, huh? She ate it. And then she doesn't have cases of ramen or cases of beans or cases of ramen. I mean, I got 80 packs of ramen coming tomorrow. I bought 20 packs of these. So I got plenty of this to go through for the next 6 months. Why? Because I'm not going to go hungry. And because I knew that's just the red packs. The blacks I can't get. The Long-Chim I can't get black. But I also picked up this. My favorite flavor of ramen. See? Cases of this. Came in Friday. Why? Because I'm preparing, because ramen's easy to acquire. Whereas, as Pee-wee said in her email to me this morning to make this video possible, she said she can't get any canned meat. Mailed, shipped, whatever you call it. They want her to go to the nearest Walmart, and they're limiting her like 4 cans. So you don't want to drive 80 miles to your Walmart for 4 fucking cans. It's like fucking Kroger and Fred Meyer and the other places that do mail order. I went online the other day to try to place an order for a couple things. They said, sorry, we can't mail to you. Contacted my friend Jennifer, who works with the company. Warehouse is fucking empty. So if the fucking warehouse is empty and they're trying to force you to go directly to the store to pick up, I ain't traveling 60 miles one way just to go fucking pick up a few items. No. And our store is getting barer and barer by the day. And the warehouses are empty. And people don't realize that, the factories are running at 30% capacity. Same goes with the fucking meat packing plants. And then the meat packing plants, Chloe made a statement yesterday. She went to the store yesterday, to 2 stores. Both stores are nearly empty. The booze section's getting empty. People can't spend money on food. They'll go buy booze. Beer section's almost empty. The frozen food section's 95% empty. The other items are empty. The coffee aisle is getting empty. The cereal aisle is getting empty. The dairy aisle is getting empty. The meat aisle, most of the meat's so expensive, they're letting it rot in the packages, you see. So they're rotting in the packages. So what happened? She went down aisle by aisle yesterday on the phone with me in both stores. I was watching movies last night. I had a couple movies. It took her like 4+ hours. She even went and found out that the thrift store was packed. People were looking for affordable clothes for $1, $2 for this or that. She picked up a few bowls for soups. But think of the price. Think of how much it's costing you. $2, no problem. But you can't buy anything. Plain and simple. Let's see. Yeah, I don't want to comrade Chris Rita, low communist. So, well, you know what? That's the problem. You don't get to choose. That's the thing. As Pee-wee said the other day, Pee-wee was talking to a guy from Saudi Arabia. Pee-wee said, yesterday's video, Chris, Pee-wee said something about Rita has a book that is the checkoff of the U.S. for communism. We're already all checked off. We're just waiting to go communist. The problem is the Republicans and Democrats are working together. They say minor gun control. Yeah, they want to do more background checks and make sure, we'll find out tonight. That's part of the afternoon edition. But the thing is we're going communist. Pee-wee already said this. Why do you think they're making it so the factories can't come back? China wants this country so communist, it ain't funny. And so what they're doing, they basically concocted the virus, locked a billion people are in lockdown while they're keeping the virus out. South Korea's doing the same. Have you noticed the communist countries has less or not at all when it comes to viruses, everyone? So coronavirus is floating around the rest of the country, right? It's all over. It's massively infecting everyone, right? And there's these people that say if we don't open our doors, we're we're going to lose business, we're going to go bankrupt and all this stuff, right? But China's sitting behind the red wall, I call it, and they're sitting in behind the red wall going, meanwhile, everyone's opening up. People are dying. People are getting sick. Supply and demand is shut off because we rely on China. If we just fucking pulled the plug and started relying in America and having factories built here, we can contain this. But no, we got to rely on China. Meanwhile, the reports came in that no one can buy semi trucks. Semi trucks that replace the old aging fleet. They can't do it because the semi trucks aren't being produced fast enough. Everyone's off vacation, and the pharmaceutical companies. Some days they're closing the pharmaceutical companies because there's not enough people to make the meds. So meds are getting scarce. Meds are getting scarce because they work from 8 to 12, they leave. And when they're in, some days they just keep the doors closed all day. So the pharmaceutical companies are running a half or a quarter type ship. So pharmacy companies are having problems. Food factories are having problems. It's because everyone thinks that the government, no offense to the fucking government, remember what I said, can't trust politicians. They think, well, the next government's going to kill us all. 100 million people's going to die, so we got to basically prepare for it in fall and winter. 100 million people are going to be infected in this country, right? Well, Chris and I both know it's bullshit because I've had every variant. Look where I am. I might have long-term COVID problems like Zoe said, but at least I'm still alive to talk about, the severely elderly that got it. Most of them that died with coronavirus usually got it with pneumonia. Let's see. I don't want Comrade Chris. Rita, yeah, I know we don't want Comrade Chris. Oh, I know Black Jesus was going to mess up that weird comment about a nice beaver in an adult movie was there. Black Jesus screwed up literally one night when I basically turned around and I said, even Black Jesus is staying quiet. He watches my videos, but he doesn't say anything because he said I was fucking weird when I was doing my impersonation while I'm sick taking Dayquil. And he's like, oh, you're being weird. So I took the liberty of kicking him out myself. You don't tell me I'm weird. I was making the impersonation for other people. But the truth is people come here because they don't want to see some tranny go, oh, yeah, look at me. I'm a real woman. Look at my beaver. And I'm a real woman. Look at me. I'm cute. People come to me because they think I'm the freak of the entire transgendered community. So they don't care if I'm weird or not. They just want to watch something and say, oh, look at that weirdo. I mean, people watch it for one reason and one reason alone. I mean, literally. It's like Chloe said the other day, Chris. 2 of our former moderators came back after 4 years. She said, what are they up to? What do they want? That's let's see. Wow, that's a real killer deal, like Freddy Krueger selling you 4 cans. Well, that's the thing. The problem is, Pee-wee said in her email today, she emailed me and she said, the videos are just good to know, I only eat tuna and oil. Have tuna and water. Hate tuna and water. But I've been limited to 8 cans of tuna and oil in the 4-pack at Walmart. I think it's the size of the chicken stuff. Now, unless I pay a higher price for the same brand, which is 50 cents more a can, which is $2 more for the freaking 4-pack, most sardines and much of the tuna is out of stock. People are stockpiling any kind of meat/fish products, or they're just not available to the seller. Well, there's 2 reasons, as I said. One is, Chris, the people are stockpiling it because they don't want to live on ramen alone. But at the same time, the second thing is the canneries, as they call them, that produce these canned fish, sardines, mackerels, kippered snacks, herring, etc. in the cans. They're getting harder and harder. The other day, I made Chloe ramen, right? Made her a bowl of nangshim. She put in Hoshin sauce. She put in that other sauce. What was that other sauce she put in? She put in like bucho kia sauce, and she put in something else. Some Chinese sauce. I can't remember the name of it now. But she put in some Chinese sauce the other day, right? Chinese sauce, sriracha. That's what it is, sriracha. And because she put in sriracha, Chris, And she put in 2 cans of sardines. She actually ate most of it, but she left some fish sardines and she couldn't eat all the ramen, so she left it in the bowl. So this morning I moved it to the bathtub. So when she goes in there, she's gonna smell it smelling like rotten fish because I'm not gonna stand the smell in my living room while I'm trying to sleep. So I moved it. She can deal with the smell, but thing is, she told me it was almost $5 a can for sardines. That's $5 a can for fucking sardines here. I mean, literally, I said you can always pop in a can of Vienna or sausages, but she said that was $3 a can. So look at Pee Wee said she doesn't like, she hates Viennas. That's what she would give her dog. Well, some people love Viennas, like my uncle Donnie when he was alive. But the point is Viennas were like 39 cents a can back in the day when Donnie was around. Now look, you're looking at it went up 3,000% or something, 1,000%, something like that. Thing is, that's where inflation is when people are fucking sucking up everything, Chris, and basically charging you an arm and a leg. So Anyways, Chris, if you need to charge your phone, that's fine. You're the only one commenting right now. I can't get out of here soon. I'm already 3 minutes past my 2 hour deadline, anyways. So if you don't mind, I'll get the notes put together for the afternoon edition, and I will be back. Maybe your phone will be completely charged, but the thing is if you want to email me, go ahead. You don't have to. It's none of my business why you disappeared. I figured it had to do with Ricky. So, that's why, because you haven't surfaced in so long. And two is between you and Mark wanting StreamYards, I've been waiting to pay for it. But at the same time, if no one's going to use it, what's the point? Hell, moderator Tara J hasn't asked for StreamYards yet either, or Gabby. And them two just came back after a 4-year vacation. So technically, that tells you right there when the old gang starts coming back, there's a lot of problems, So that's why I said, if you want, I can always come back later. I'll give him a minute. He said something, be right back, flushing or something. I'm checking something, anyways. My forum. My forum. All right. Yeah, all right. So for the rest of you out there, it's time for me to get some notes together. I will be back um, this afternoon for the afternoon edition. So um, please add and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestions, hit the like, subscribe button. So it's fun for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hit the bell notification for new content every day. Thanks for watching, everyone. And leave the comments nice as all we ask. Thank you, and God bless you in everything you do.